as we gather around. Okay. Something about a funeral, I guess, for somebody. Anyways, it's good, Capricorn. It's just tarot. My bad, kind of tired, but so I'm only gonna do you. And then everybody else can follow mine tomorrow. I need some good ass sleep. It's been a very restless 2 days. Alright, so what's good, Capricorn? Just tarot, etc., etc. What messages? It's not gonna resonate with all Capricorns. This could be past, present, or future. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's get it. All Capricorn placements. You don't have to be a sun sign cat. Oh man, sorry, I don't mean to be tired doing yours. I don't know if it's all this betrayal and shit going on in here, bro. So something could be coming up about your past, or a past issue that you had with a card could be presenting itself as something new. That's not for everyone. Or maybe you're looking at a car or something like that. I don't know if you're like curious about a car in some type of way. It could be anything. Or you could be looking at a car or getting it looked at. Yeah. Ooh, my bad. So you could be trying to see if you got finances for something, or you may have a lot on your plate that you're already like dealing with right now. And you could be feeling like blocked, not necessarily blocked, but you may be feeling like trapped in this, like you have no other choice but to deal with whatever this is. You have to get something looked at possibly too. What's this uproar about? You could be you're curious about something. If it's not that, you can be seeing something go down. I don't know if people are like, there's some shit going on around you. You're kind of looking at, you're peeping, spying, or I don't know if you're in cahoots. I feel like you're on the outside looking in. What am I doing? You can have a Capricorn coming towards you, or Earth sign, period. Who we doing? Another Earth sign, my bad. Yeah, Capricorn. Well, that could be you. So you're in your own energy. All right, so let's see what's going on. What's coming towards the Cap placement? What's good? Yeah, UNITY. So something about Jersey or up north, or that can also be like, yeah, who you calling the? Oh no, that's not what it is it? Yeah. Who you calling the bitch? I don't know. Somebody might have said call somebody out their name now, or vice versa, or something like that. Somebody could have just been real disrespectful. Cap, could be somebody coming towards you. I don't know why. This is not for everybody, or vice versa. Hopefully not. So yeah, it could be because you don't want anything to do with somebody. You don't want somebody to approach you. You're protecting yourself. You're protecting your energy. You're standoffish. You can have Leo in your chart. Excuse me, but it's something about boundaries. If somebody has a problem with you setting boundaries, so they could have called, and this stupid shit people do whenever you don't want to talk to them, and then they gotta insult you. It's like, I mean, I fucking guess so. If it's that serious, somebody could just be in jail. That's not for everyone. Or if something feels like jail. And I just got that whole skit off of Atlanta when Childish Gambino and Cat Williams were talking. It was a whole family situation, but they were talking and the police was outside. I'm sorry, they was talking in the house and the police was outside, and then Darius, the dude that came with Childish Gambino, was like, because it was like, at first it was domestic violence situation, and then it turned into a kidnapping charge. It was a whole bunch of other stuff, and he was like, yeah, so this is feeling more and more like jail. Like, now I don't know if he said feeling. I think he said this is looking more and more like jail or something like that. Pretty much meaning like, if he stay any longer, he could possibly get caught up and go to jail for some shit that, or, you know, get caught up in a situation that has nothing to do with them. So this can be, yeah, somebody might think they're above the law. I don't know what that's about, but this can be about the justice system or somebody in it, or something about police officers or some type of dispute. And like I said, this can be going on around you and you're just like watching this or seeing this go down. Some of you guys just may live somewhere where it's like, you, who needs TV? You got everything right here on this fucking block or something like that. All right, so what's going on with this Seven of Wands? I didn't even really ask. It just kind of was, it showed up. So I feel like you're just trying to like protect your space and everything. You know, you don't want people all up in your face. You don't want people like this close to you just talking. It's like, can you back the fuck up? Or maybe that's, I don't know. I wouldn't really want somebody like right here. Like, do you have to be that close? I don't know what that's about. But anyways, what's coming towards a cat placement? Could be a Pisces. I don't know. They could be sad about something, or they could be escaping one thing and coming to you, or this is like in between. Like, you know, this is like a break. Like they're gonna chill first, and then they're gonna move in on you. Like, I don't know if it's that serious, but somebody could definitely be like, I'm gonna wait to come towards Capricorn. Okay, so now somebody can just be traveling towards you. I don't know what they're sad about. I don't know if they're escaping one thing to come to you, if they abandoned one thing to come to you, or they walked away from one thing to come to you. But if they already did that, I don't know if this is past, present, future, doesn't matter. If they already did that, this can be you kind of looking deeper into a situation or why somebody is like either emotionally distant with you or emotionally distant with another situation. And especially if they're coming towards you. Could be Aquarius, Pisces, Casper, Aquarius, Vedic, Pisces, and Vedic. It's like you're looking for the truth behind why somebody is distant or emotionally distant, or why they're coming to you, coming towards your way or something like that, because they're single. Okay. Now I'm getting a whole situation where somebody may be like telling someone, oh, I thought you was independent. I thought that this, that, and the third. Like, I don't like when people throw shit like that back at people. It's like, so what? Somebody, that's part of life. It doesn't matter who you are. For the most part, you have to be independent. When you get to a certain age, you have to do something. I mean, a lot of people don't, but what I mean is like paying bills and shit, that's just part of life. So I don't understand why people throw that shit in people's faces, like especially people throwing it in women's faces, like, oh, but you're an independent black woman, or you're an independent whatever, right? You don't need a man, right? It's like, that's not entirely what. Just because I am resourceful and a lot of shit I can do on my own, you automatically pretty much feel like I don't need anyone. So that's weird. Okay, so something about a Virgo. I don't know, somebody can have Virgo in their chart. But anyways, somebody's like single now or something. So there's a single, could be rich, possibly single, independent rich person here, or financially stable person here. Possibly mature, wise. So they got free from something and they're coming towards you or whatever. I don't know. Okay, cool. That could be, I don't know, that could be for anyone. Okay, so what you're doing, what's going on with you over here? Capricorn placement, that's good. King of Cups, more Pisces energy. So even though that's not, to me, it's not, that's actually Scorpio for me. But for the sake of these fucking cards, which I don't know, this, damn. This is a Pisces. What am I getting? What's his name? Tyrese. Sweet lady. I think, is that what it's called? Sweet lady, would you be mine? Da da da. Whatever. So you want somebody to be your sweet lady, or vice versa, or whatever. Okay, cool. So somebody's being sweet on someone, maybe not. Maybe you trust somebody, maybe you don't. It seems like you got trust in this Pisces or something like that. Or it's hard to trust this Pisces, or it's hard for this Pisces to trust you. Okay. What else we got for this Scorpio? Oh, man, you have it in your chart. What we got for this, for you? It's good. Knight of Wands. So you can be a Cap Sag, Capricorn, Sagittated. Huh. Somebody might be trusting somebody a little bit too, like, quickly. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but somebody's putting their trust into somebody pretty damn fast. Three of Cups, hopefully not getting married and shit already, but somebody's putting a lot of trust into someone pretty quickly. But I don't know what this Three of Cups is about entirely. It's something's hidden here. Yeah, it's a third party situation. That's what that is. So that's what they're hiding. That's what you could be looking. I mean, either this is just all made up in your fucking head, or this is what's actually going on. I don't know, or this is you, hiding the fact that you're like, I don't know, dating somebody else or whatever the fuck this is. But you may not trust somebody because you're actually the one that's out here like hot with secrets and shit, or this is one of those situations where somebody doesn't trust you, or both. But the thing, I mean, if you're not doing anything and you're like, I don't know if this is just like what's going on behind the scenes, you're just trying to look for the truth about what's going on behind the scenes. Some of you guys may be disappointed because you feel like there's other people involved. I'm so tired of this fucking played out damn shit, bro. Anyways, somebody could be depressed or something like that, or under the weather, or feeling blue. Man, my bad. Somebody could be like, I don't know, this could be you as well, it doesn't matter. I got Libra here. Somebody could have a Libra moon, Cancer moon, Pisces moon, Sag moon, or a Virgo moon. Possibly Gemini moon, but not really. All the other ones, yes. Especially Pisces. Those, definitely. Alright, this could be about things. Okay, so things are changing. There's a lot of vagueness here. That's what I'm getting. Like, a lot of don't fucking know. Didn't I just get this kind of, it was like a lot of I don't know. It's the same, it's a big question mark. Things are up in the fucking air, not knowing something. Some of you guys, I don't know if you're just quickly rushing into something or trusting somebody a little bit too fast. That's not for everyone, but collar that dog. Some of you guys, this is you that's hiding the secret that you have, like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Guilty pleasures. It could be, I don't know if you're like sad or depressed or feeling lonely, or you're in ill health. I mean, if you are, do something about it. Some of you guys can be confused. I feel like there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of shit just up in the air. You just don't know. When it comes to certain things, is a lot of things that's kind of like not, is like left unsaid, or a lot of mystery or something like that. It's like, it's just a lot of mystery. Mainly because it's like, it's something that you don't know. It's just certain things you just don't know. About what, I don't know. I'm just saying there's a lot of I don't know here. And I'm not saying for me. Literally, that's just is a bunch of like just confusion when it comes to a bunch of shit. A person, how somebody makes their money, someone else's like possibly the fact that somebody's like out here running streets, or I don't fucking know. This time I don't know why somebody would be doing any of that shit right now. Some of you guys are just unhappy with the separation. This could be shit that you're not fucking like bring it to the forefront. You don't want to think about it, or it's in your subconscious, or it's like in the back of your mind, but it's there. Some of you guys are like confused about shit that's going on in the world. Some of you guys are lonely, going through betrayal. Some of you guys are heartbroken, going through some type of divorce, or going through some type of separation. Some of you guys are just, it's heavy heartache here. I don't know. Somebody can just have a heavy heart, or it could just be, it could be a breakup or something like that because of a person, another person or some, whatever. You could be grieving. Some of you guys are upset, like I already said. Some of you guys could just be unhappy. Maybe it could be a lot of loss in, like, how about to say attraction? A loss in, now I don't know what that's about. That could be anything. But a loss in, like, spunk. Some of you guys, you're just not feeling like doing certain things. You're just like blah, whatever. So you guys, there's a lot of distractions going on. I feel like the distractions could also be causing you to put in more question marks, like about what's this and what's that, what's happening here, what's that, what is that really about, etc., etc. Some of you guys can be in ill health as well, or this could just be one big ass illusion, and you're just like thinking about the worst or something. I don't know. It could just be anxiety getting to you. I don't know if you're afraid of being alone. You could be getting a lot of downloads, maybe even dreams. Some of you guys, you can just be deceiving yourself. Shit could be a bunch of illusions, but I don't know. Maybe you're disillusioning yourself. And now, especially if you feel like somebody is, I don't know, some of you guys feel like someone is doing something else. Like they're happy with someone, celebrating, whatever the fuck this is, and it's not even that. That's not for everyone though. Somebody is like alone and literally alone. Alone, single, maybe just only working. That's all they're doing. Or working on their business or both. Nothing but them investing in self, business, whatever. Somebody's emotionally detached and you're trying to figure out why, or you think it's because it could be it's because they got somebody else, right? Isn't it, or whatever? It doesn't have to be that deep, but maybe you let your imagination or your mind run wild with all types of thoughts of all kinds of shit. I don't know what's up with this fear and anxiety. Some of you guys are dealing with that. So what you gonna do? Could definitely have something to do with police or authority figures or something like that. I don't know, somebody's like afraid they're going to jail or something. I don't know what that got to do with anything. I got judgment is here. So are you judging someone? It is what it is, Cap. I'm just saying, because I'm asking what you going to do about this over here. Are you judging someone? Are you about to call somebody or something? I don't know if you're calling them out on something, you know. I feel like some of you guys are just wanted you want some type of connection. You want some type of like human connection. So you may call somebody or something like that. Or something. Or you're judging a situation without knowing, or all right, so how Cap feeling about this? You don't have to be a Cap sun sign. You don't even have to be like, I asked, it came out over here about you. So you're coming out as a Pisces, but you don't have to be. You're coming out as like someone who's passionate and understanding, and maybe you're the person that's a good friend, you're trustworthy, you're mature. But the weird thing about it is the Knight of Wands is here too, so that kind of like, it doesn't overthrow anything because that's how you are, but you're showing up like a Knight of Wands. This can also be a situation where somebody is like, they're really the King of Cups, but they're showing up as a Knight of Wands. I don't know, to look cool or something. Like, yeah, everybody likes players, or that's a wrap. Okay, so, or somebody's, you know, they feel like this is what the people want, or this is not for everybody. Or somebody's like, you know, they're playing it cool or some shit. Stop playing it cool. You fucking with somebody, you want to, just do it or whatever. Unless you just only want sex. Or actually, no, I don't even feel like that. You don't. I don't know if you're coming off like this Knight of Wands, but you're really the King of Cups. Man or woman. I don't know. Like, stop playing. Like, some of you guys, you're just passionate about something here. So you can just be getting active, getting back out there, you know, moving around more. Running, jogging, walking, whatever the fuck you do. You can just be ambitious. Maybe you're trying to get some business shit going. put some more pep into your steps. Some of you guys are doing a lot more giving than taking, because you feel like it. Yeah, because you feel like it. You also like a challenge, so some of you guys can be in the sports. But I feel like you're just being, energetic, adventurous, ambitious. I don't know, somebody might have took that for something else. I'm tasting something, but I don't know what it is. Not right now. Anyways, what's good with Cap over here? What are you doing about this Pisces or whoever this is? Five of Cups. Oh, yeah, Five of Cups reversed. It's crazy because this person, so they're moving on. You're moving on too. Six of Wands. Okay, cool. All right. So it's a challenge or something like that to move on. Maybe you just got too much going on right now. I don't know, but or somebody else. But yeah, either okay. Yeah, this is this person. You're coming in with this Five of Cups reverse. Maybe you're like moving forward and moving on because somebody else is doing the same, or somebody is moving forward and moving on from some other situation. And as much as you would love to wait, you have no time. You can be a good friend to somebody or whatever the case may be, but I don't know what they're hung up on, whatever they're dealing with. But it could be making you depressed, and you got to get about that energy. So maybe that's why you're coming up as a Knight of Wands. Like, you got to get out there, you got to do some things, make yourself feel better because somebody else, you waiting for someone else, or vice versa, is bringing somebody else to fuck down. I don't know what this is about. It doesn't have to be like literally bringing them down, but it can be like a somebody feels is like, if I'm gonna just keep sitting here, all I'm gonna do is keep thinking about this situation over and over again. Only way for me to get up out of this energy is to get myself out, to get active. Not like out there like that, maybe, I don't know, for somebody, but like get active. um you know do something to get their mind off of things. Some of you guys are prioritizing sex more than any whatever. Maybe you just want to be a bachelor or bachelorette. That's fine. Or maybe that's all it's about. Like, you don't want to catch feelings, but King of Cups. That's the thing I don't understand. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Why did I use this deck anyways? I'm not supposed to be using this deck, to clarify. So you could be moving on from a fire sign or a Leo or whatever, or they're moving on from you, or blah blah blah. What's going on here? How you showing up? Or what's the end game for over here for whoever this is? This gonna be a friend of yours that you really care about, or something like that, or somebody that's close to you that you really care about. It doesn't even have to be love, but it can be. I mean, not saying that you can't care about somebody that you love, or you can't love somebody that you know what I mean. I'm tired, but I'm not saying that you can't like love somebody or care about somebody but not be with them, shit like that, whatever. So what's good? Heavy Pisces been popping up, bro. Just saying. Like I said, you don't have to be a Capricorn sun sign, Maybe it's in something. Sun, moon, rising, all that shit people say, what Venus and what Jupiter and North Node and blah 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 blah. The hair font. I swear, most of these damn readings I've been seeing the Ten of Swords in the hair font like crazy. I don't know if people are like divorcing or some shit. Like, people are just saying fuck all this. I don't know what's going on. Split up like households and shit like that going on. It's just a lot of like loss. I understand the loss part, but there's a lot of separation. There's a lot of separation. There's a lot of like, I'm not gonna say divorce entirely, but it could be for many people. It's like a lot of separations and shit going on. People splitting up and breaking up and all kinds of shit. Because God, I've been seeing it a lot. Now I'm also getting where, student, teacher, teacher, student, you may literally, okay, something about therapy for someone. whatever that's about. But I don't know, maybe you and somebody else's belief systems just aren't the same. I don't know what that has to do with anything either, and I don't care. So what else? You know, the Taurus. Seven of Swords, yeah. So it doesn't matter. I feel like he's going. I mean, I don't know if you're the person that's on the slick, weird shit, scheming and whatnot, but it could also just be you trying to figure out, like, tiptoe around something, trying to figure out what's going on with somebody, or sneaking around trying to figure out, like, you know, looking for the truth behind why somebody's moving on or why somebody's emotionally distant. That's fine. I don't know if you feel like somebody could be married or somebody's in some commitment already or whatever the hell, but no. I mean, maybe, yeah, but motherfuckers are single as shit, like alone as fuck. Somebody's alone as fuck. Like super alone. Nine of Pentacles and the Eight of Cups. That's somebody that's fucking alone. They're alone. A lone traveler, lone wolf, alone, 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 alone. Or this is somebody's getting out of a situation so they can be alone. Whatever. Okay, so how are they showing up? What do they got to do with you? Why are they coming towards you? I don't even know if they're coming towards you. It seems like they're just kind of they're moving towards singlehood or being single, or their independence is matters more than them than anything. Which, okay, cool. Or vice versa. It could be you. All right, so that Mars energy is like I understand. I already know what's up. I already know what I gotta do. Yeah, people all over the world, join hands. I don't know why I'm getting that. Start a love. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe something about spreading the love or something. It's all love. Spread the wealth, spread the love. This is back to that generosity shit. Are you like donating to people, or you're just giving love, showing love to a lot of people? What's up with this Four of Cups though? Why is somebody like poor Empress? Somebody already has it all, whatever the case may be. Somebody's like bored. That's how I feel right about now. So you're disconnected, somebody else disconnected, or you're the one that's whatever. It's just disconnected energy here. Somebody's bored, discontent, or indifferent about whatever this is, or you are. I don't know why this matters. Yeah. I don't know if somebody's worried about the past, or again, my bad, Capricorn. I probably shouldn't do these readings when I'm tired, to be completely honest. I usually am alright when I'm tired, but there's like, it's like nothing here. I keep trying to do these fucking readings, and these shits are just fucking boring. I'm fucking sorry. I cannot. At all. What? Everybody's having weird nights. You have a stalker? Probably so. That's good, Doris. I don't even know if you're still in here. So flip it if you need to as well with those readings. If you're on the other side, if the other side sounds like you, then stay, just do that. Just take that side. So Caps, you could be on the other side where you're the one that's kind of like alone. Focus on your stability, focus on your money, focus on you. And somebody else could be trying to figure out what's going on with you, and they're the ones that's like depressed, or I don't know, going through who the fuck knows. Or they're lonely, or whatever. Somebody else just have like a some mental shit too, or somebody's in jail or something, or somebody's afraid about going to jail. I don't know what that has to do with anything either. I don't know why I just switched to Cancer like I'm about to do this reading. I'm definitely not. I feel like the energy is just like that because Okay, so Mars, when it comes to Mars retrograde, for me at least, I get bored with shit that's like not really. I mean, it's cool and all, but it's the same thing. It's like, yeah, I should have waited till Friday, but I wanted to kind of like see it, test the waters, and I'm just not like I'm not feeling it. Like I've already said, it's just boring. There's nothing to be said. Not really. Everybody's going through shit, and I feel like with this whole Mars shit, it's like you got projects that you may not want to do and things like that. I just feel like I should just wait until the shit's up, over and done with, and I just do my collect. That's what I need to be fucking doing anyways. Just collective readings until this shit goes away, because this shit is like it ain't nothing here that's remotely fucking interesting to talk about. I mean, it is a lot of stuff to talk about. I would rather do that than this shit. And so I'll be trying to do it for you guys because it's like, cool. But this shit is nothing new. Ain't nothing different. Motherfuckers stand to themselves, working or nah, married or nah, getting divorced or nah, breaking up or nah. It's like, it's really nothing different. Motherfuckers is going through different things too, where they dealing with family who's doing this, that, and the third, stealing from them. People who are trying to like, it's like, what the fuck else am I supposed to say and do? There's nothing else new. Although I still like doing these readings. Yo, that buffalo sauce was like, I don't know what the fuck. It was way too salty. I don't know why the hell I even like, I mixed it with ranch, thinking, I put a little bit too much of it though, thinking that I was like, okay, yeah, buffalo ranch. I put too much fucking buffalo sauce in it, and it's just like, the shit was like way too salty. So I was like, yeah, let me just throw that away and do it differently next time. But I know to only use that if I'm making something specific and not just to use it as a dip like that because it's way too salty. I'm not big on salt shit. It's just like, ugh. Unless it's absolutely needed. But anyways, Caps, my bad. It's not really much in it. It's people just relationship situations and all this other stuff that's just, I'm not gonna say it don't matter, but it's just not really in the forefront of my motherfucking mind right now. I can give a damn about any of that because it's just like that's just life, divorces and breakups and marriages and getting together. I mean, cool, all that's nice. There's nothing wrong with those things, but to continuously get the same shit over and over again, that shit is where it gets like boring because it's like, okay, we get it. There's divorces, we get it. There's marriages going on, we get it. People are getting married, we get it. People are having kids, we get it. People are getting pregnant, we get that. All this stuff, completely understandable. It happens a lot. Why is it still being brought up? Like, why is that still around and lingering? If you don't like your goddamn marriage, I don't know what to tell you, but to figure out how you're going to get the fuck up out of that shit. Hopefully you can. If this is about a breakup, I get it. It takes people longer than others to get through something in order for them to finally say that it doesn't bother them anymore. I get that shit. But till then, how about you stay the fuck out of readings? Because that shit ain't gonna do nothing but make you go crazy unless you specifically want just a career in finance reading, which I can do that instead and not even do these general readings because I feel like that's when all this shit comes out. I rather hear about Korean finances myself than anything else because I already know what's going on. Generally speaking, I know who I'm dealing with, who I talk to, and who I don't. I know if some weird shit goes on, because it's not because of me necessarily, because I don't have anybody around me. Just like anybody else. It's like you'll know if you are or you'll know if something's what's going on around you by whoever you have around you. Now you do have people who do plot, plan, and do all this weird shit trying to like, stalk you and shit like that. That's understandable too. Can't really do nothing about it entirely. I mean, you can, but you know what I mean. As far as that type of shit happens, so you just gotta act accordingly, move differently, or whatever the case may be. Um, But when the energy lingers, is like, you know, I don't know anybody who's fucking married. I'm not married. Never been, never fucking will, unless it's a woman. I don't care. Or a pet. I wonder if you can do that. I get married to a tortoise tomorrow. Like, for real. Anyways, Cap, my bad. I be getting on these and be ranting. I don't know. It's not only on yours. I be doing it on other people's too. But it's just like these readings are just, it's not nothing new really. If I'm not mistaken, you kind of had some of the same fucking energy. No offense. It's been the same shit when I just did yours the other day. And I ended up like not even keeping it because it was like, it was nothing there. Nothing new. It's the same old, same old. It's just energy. Meaning is just what's going on around. It's like blah. I feel like there's a lot of people who are, you know, experiencing different things. You got people experiencing loss. You got people that is going through like depression. You got people that's focused on negative shit. I'm trying not to. I can't help what comes out in these readings. It just is what it is. I'm not saying like, oh, it's a bad thing if somebody is trying to figure out what's going on with you. No, it's not a bad thing. It's just a waste of fucking time unless this is serious, you know, like they want to do a wellness check. That's understandable. And the other time it's like it's not that deep to me, and I don't feel like it's negative to point out that some shit is just not that serious, not that deep, and does not need to be addressed every day. So with that being said, my ass is going to bed. For real. I guess I don't really care to do these readings tomorrow either. So I should have just stuck to Friday, like I said. So I'll be back doing regular signs around Friday, maybe even Saturday. Possibly, I think Saturday may be the best. Yeah, because I kind of want to chill. I want to do some other stuff. So I'll be back doing regular sign readings Saturday, but I'll do collective readings, maybe one or two, the next couple of days, throughout the next couple of days. I try to do like one or two a day. It really depends on how long it is. But yeah, I'm definitely not about to, I'm good on the signs. Ain't just nothing to be said. Nothing to be said. I think everybody knows what's going on around them. They already know a lot of things, and if they don't know, they will find out eventually. I'm not the only tarot reader, obviously. And I'm also the person who just does not care right now. So, when will I be? Give me a second. It could be real soon. Oh yeah, let me think. There's cups. After, yeah, I think it's fire, air, water, earth. So within maybe a month, like a month or so. I would say 1 to 9 months, but I don't know how long. You know, it doesn't have to be like that. It could also be days, weeks. Yeah, it could be like some months, and you may be there for some years. Or 1 month. It's literally gonna be in 1 month. Are you actively looking for a place right now? I'm only asking because I got cups. So, and it's new on top of that. So it's like more than likely it'll be within some months. Possibly 1 if you're actively looking. It's a big possibility. But I wouldn't know if you're not actually looking. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Because I did get that Nine of Pentacles too. I just randomly split the deck. Let's see what you get over here. Mm. Mm. Maybe 3 months. Maybe 1 to 3 months. Hold on, let's see. I don't want to say a year because I feel like that's pretty steep. I'm gonna say 1 to 3 months, but a lot of it has to do with, yeah, money. A lot of it is money related in your lifestyle or something like that. So it's understandable. You just said what you said, so. I mean, within some months. Hold on. You may get some information. Yeah, you may get like a message or a letter or something like that. Within like 8 days or so, like a week or so, within a week, you should be getting some type of like message or letter or something like that about, I'm guessing, your assistance, and maybe even about your own place, but big time on assistance. It could be because I got a lot to do with Pentacles, so it's either because of your money or your financial situation or your lifestyle, so to speak, especially if you say you're disabled. So I'm just saying. But I definitely see like messages or mail or email or letters or something like that coming big time on letter that you'll be receiving within 7 days or like 8 days. So I'll say like a week maybe. Could be a little bit more or less. It really depends. I don't know where you're at, so it could also be because of the weather and shit like that. I would say, hold on. Oh, this is Express. So this can be like urgent. Some can be urgent. So if it's urgent, then you probably getting it in within this week sometime. This week, wait, what's today? Tuesday, right? So anytime between today to about next Wednesday ish, you should be getting something to let you know about your assistance or let you know about something that you're applying for. I understand that. Maybe that's. See, I need to stop being so mean because I be on here talking all this shit. Not like literally, but I do be getting frustrated with these readings sometimes because I understand people do got different things going on. But I think it's because it's just a different energies. I'm grounded for sure, but I get irritated quite easily whenever I constantly keep seeing the same thing over and over. So one thing I'm not gonna say getting or not, because I kind of was getting that, but I was only in Leo's reading, sort of. It was a lot to do, well, not a lot to, but it was something to do with somebody who maybe with addictions, dealing with addictions. And I do know this shit's not easy, depending on what it is, of course. Certain things isn't. Me personally, damn, I don't even know how the hell I'm this damn sober. Probably the most sober I've been in like a couple of years. For real. At least about 5 or so. And it's been real like chill. But I will say it's been also very boring. Should be boring as hell. But it's not boring because you actually see a lot, without being all messed up or being like out of your mind or not your normal self, whatever the case may be. And then, dealing with people, normal ass people out and about, is just hella interesting, connecting and talking to people whenever you're not on some type of drug, or doesn't necessarily have to be a drug, on some type of like anything, anything that's, not sober, not sobering. It's definitely a different conversation. To be honest, I avoid most of anything for the most part because there's nothing to say to most people. But I do see where some people socialize better whenever they have something in their system, something that may help them cope with, like, maybe anxiety or things of that nature. Shit like that. You're welcome. People say, oh, you traded out for another thing. I probably traded my shit out for spending. That's probably my fucking problem. One of my problems is it's like making shit on impulse, especially right now. But I know why I'm doing that. But everything is for a reason. Well, for me at least. A lot of times I'm just like, it is what it is. I'm got to the point to where I don't really get all bent out of shape about certain things that is like up in the air. Anyways, at least for me, I feel like a lot of stuff just become up in the air at times, and I'm just like, I'm not gonna sit here and stress out about what a lot of people stress out about. Now, I do know some people stress out more because they may have like kids that they have to, take care of, and they have this and that, the third they gotta take care of. They gotta make sure they got a house, food. I mean, I'm not saying I don't have to worry about that either, but it's not is way easier than some people who do have a lot of things to worry, a lot more things to worry about. And so, doing things recklessly, the moves are just different. It's not the same. But I started to like. I actually picked up this habit a while back where I always thought that you're never going to be without. There's always jobs. Like, it may not be what you want. It's times I took shit I didn't want. Um, but it's not like the end of the world entirely. Do you feel I would be kicking it anytime soon? Exactly, anxiety. You gotta want to. Hold on. It seems like a lot of this stuff stems from your past, and it may have a lot to do with your mom. I do see you I do see you like struggling with this. But good thing is it's a 10. So I feel like a lot of it has to do with um, the stress and responsibilities that you have. This could be everyday life things. You could be overburdened. I don't know if you got a pet. That was random. But you could be overburdened. What's good, eyes? Um, and that right there could be the reason why you're struggling with whatever addiction you do have. But I do like the fact that there's a 10 here, 10 of wands. That just means, like, at some point when you really are wanting to be done with something, you will. Like, so yeah, I see you possibly kicking something, but you're gonna have to want to. You got happiness here right behind it. So I feel like once you kick whatever this is, I feel like you'll be happier and you'll feel more free. You may even look more youthful. Ah, nice. I was looking into emotional support pets. Not too much. This was like back when I had a pit bull for like a month. I don't even think it was a month, to be honest. I think it might have been 3 weeks. I don't know how long. I couldn't do it. Um, I didn't know that pit bulls were like their temperament. I didn't look into it. Like I was just like, oh yeah, puppy, yeah, okay, cool. I wasn't thinking about nothing else. I wasn't thinking about, oh, maybe I should look into it. Like I didn't do it until like maybe a couple of days before I even got him. And mind you, I was hustling. And it was hard as fuck for me. And it was on top of that, it was like the summertime. So it was hot as fuck. And it was hard for me to actually go out because I was in the middle of crate training him. On top of that, I was transitioning whatever the fuck they was feeding him before I got him into like real raw, like a raw diet. And it was hard for me to do much of anything because I would feed him and, you know, let him go to the bathroom and everything, and then I'll put him in the crate, and I would try to dip out before he, like, especially if he would take a nap, I try to dip out before he, but he always, like, as soon as I take one step, he would be like right, he would be about up, you know. I'm like, damn. So in the fucking house, I was, you know, mad creaky. So I would I would take him and kind of like get him good and comfortable so he can like fall asleep, you know, take a little nap, and I would try to dip out so I can go and you know, grind. And it got to the point to where I could barely do those things because I would be so fucking tired to where I didn't want to even get up to go and do those things. And then he was constantly needing attention. I fucking feel with people who got kids. That's the reason why it's very important to, if you can already, it's very important to know what you're getting yourself into because they're the same. The puppies, all that shit, they're exactly the same. It may not be like that for, you know, well, no, maybe, I don't know. But you gotta know that you're gonna be established and you're gonna be this and that and blah blah blah. And I was thinking about making him an emotional support pet. I don't know why. I just really wanted to be able to take him places, and that was one big reason why I couldn't like move how I wanted to, because I wasn't able to bring him with me places. And plus, he was still a puppy, so he always, anybody's around that will give him attention, he's running to them. I don't have time for that. You know what I mean? So it was just like it was a lot. Um, but I came to the conclusion that, I mean, first of all, I know the type of dog I actually want. I don't know why I just accepted to get that pit bull. I like them, all of the shit. At the same time, I didn't feel a connection, and I've done it again. I've done it before where I just didn't feel a connection. Like for some odd reason, I don't feel too many connections to dogs, but I feel a lot of connections to like, I like cats, but I'm allergic. Like fuck. I love rabbits. I love guinea pigs. I love hamsters. I love furry and like fur ball type, you know, animals, chinchillas, shit like that. I love turtles, tortoises, shit like that. But I don't really fuck with. I mean, I think dogs are cute. I'm like, oh hey, but I'm not really a big dog person. And I had a dog when I grew up. When I was growing up. Um, they were cool. You know, when you were younger, puppies are just like the best thing ever. For some odd reason, I don't really have like a big connection to dogs like that. Unless it's because what I mainly wanted to do was adopt, and that's what I was looking into. And then somebody was like, "Oh, you know, do you want this pit bull instead?" I was like, "Yeah, I shouldn't. I should have just went ahead and stuck with adopting a dog because it was one I actually found at the Humane Society that we connected. Like when it comes to dogs, I gotta really connect with the dog. I can't just be just grabbing dogs and be like, yeah, like no, me and this dog was so damn connected. It was just sitting there and just looking at me. I was looking at it and I put my hand up and it kind of hopped up on the thing and was just there. And it was like it was a pit bull too. I think I just don't remember. I think it was a girl as well. But then when my mom got close to the glass, that dog was like growling at her. And I was like, oh shit. I was like, that's the one. Not because it was growling at my mom, but mostly because I knew it would be a protector. Or I knew that it would, like, it doesn't take any shit. Like, I need that type of dog. I don't need a dog that's just, you know, around or I mean, it's cool to be friendly, but at these given times, like being friendly can get you caught up. Next thing you know, a dog will take a piece of steak that somebody gives it so they can go and like rob somebody's house or something while you in there, like shit like that. You can't have dogs being, I mean, not everybody, of course. For me personally, I don't want a dog that's going to be extra friendly with everybody. I need a dog that's going to be like on alert and protective, and not saying there's going to be disrespectful and just a monster, like, no. But I do need one that's tough. So if I ever do get a dog, it'd be like a Staffy, or like if I get any other different type of dog than the one I really really want, it would have to be something like that's just fucking huge and whatever, like a Doberman or some shit. Is there a time frame for what? My bad. I want to get back to who I am, who I know I am. It can be so bad. 10 of Wands, that could be within, well, it would be days, but it could be more so of like maybe within some days you're gonna make a decision about what it is you want to do when it comes to whatever addiction that you are facing. Because I wouldn't know. I don't know what type of addiction it is. I don't know. I feel like it may be pills. But I don't want to be like, I don't want to assume. When it comes to stuff like that, I know it's like crazy dangerous to just stop shit, because I remember when Intervention was like young, that show Intervention, when it was young, it was this one dude that he was mad, he was crazy addicted to, what was it? I don't want to say it was codeine. I think it was hydrocodone, or I think it was oxys, or no, it was oxys. It was oxys, and he would take a whole bunch of them, and then or I don't know if he took a whole bunch and then he also like chopped up some. It was a white boy. And I think this was like before he actually went into rehab. He ended up like going to the bathroom and doing that. I don't know if he did or not, but I know he like chopped up a whole bunch and snorted it. And he also like took a whole bunch. I don't know how the fuck he was able to take a whole bunch of oxys and all that. Like it was crazy. But that was like the beginning seasons of Intervention. Not beginning, but it was up there. Like I miss those because that's the Intervention that I miss. Seeing an old girl that was on meth really bad, and she was like, I think her name was Chrissy or something like that. She was taking like she was also, I don't know if she was schizophrenic as well, but she was tweaking like really bad, to the point where she was making up all these crazy ass things in her mind about like math and I don't know, calculations about earth or science. It was a lot of stuff. But I don't think she went to rehab. I think she refused it. Of course, I don't remember. It was a lot of interventions that I wonder if those people are still even alive, to be completely honest. This is not, still stuck. Do you see me having to get rid of her? No, I don't see you having to get rid of anybody. First of all, if I'm not mistaken, I thought emotional support pets, they cannot, although they can like avoid a lot of things. Hold on, emotional support, and the other one. I believe I'm thinking about something else, because I know they got emotional support pets, and they got the other one. I forgot what the other one is. Is that like a assist pet, or pet assist, or something like that? I know one of them you can take anywhere, you know, because it's for a reason, but I don't know which one it is. I don't know if it's the emotional. Okay, yeah, there you go, service animal. The emotional support pet, you may have to find a place that actually allows it. But I didn't see you having to give up anything. If anything, it's like you might have to find somebody that will work with you, if that is like something that you want. Oh, man. I need to go to bed, bro. That mousse I've been putting on this damn hair has just been, like, annoying. Oh, man. Make those, my bad. I'll make those my last questions. I'm not trying to take over, but I am in very bad depression. Well, I feel bad because I was saying something about that. I don't want anybody to feel any type of way because I understand, but it's very, that shit can really suck the soul out of you whenever you're like in a dark place. And then you have all this other stuff that's going on too, like around. So I don't mean to be insensitive at times. I know how I know how it is, and I can start feeling that same shit. So it's like I have to. It gets aggravating for me. So that's just something I have to deal with. I have to work on. Um, but I'm sorry you're going through those things though, because I understand the shit's like. Can't really explain it. It's just a big like question mark, like why? Which somebody probably like, why what? And it's just like everything, like why fucking everything? That's what. So, um, but yeah. So the hard part of it, or the struggle, your struggle may be over, um, soon. And then also, like I said, I see that if you really do want to break some type of like something that you've been dealing with, you're gonna be making some type of decision uh, within the next 10 days or so, possibly. The next upcoming days, you may be making decisions to how you want to go about some struggle that you've been dealing with. I don't know when it comes to certain addictions, some people can just stop cold turkey depending on what it is. In some situations, a lot of situations I've seen that you cannot. You have to go through certain type of treatments, or you have to treat it a certain type of way. You may even have to be under supervision and stuff like that, because it can turn around or it can be deadly. So, um, that's why I was kind of like wondering. Oh, I am mad uncomfortable. I'm sorry, I gotta go. I have to get some type of sleep, and I need to take these clothes off because I don't like wearing them. Oh. I will say the weather hasn't been as like crazy, but I know it's about to go right back to being cold as fuck in a few days. I gotta do laundry and some more shit tomorrow. Time flew. I thought I had mad time. It's already Tuesday, and I had a whole bunch of shit that I was doing for the last few days. So that may be another reason why I'm just not interested in doing readings and stuff right now. Okay. Well, I don't know anything about those. Then I don't know how that would even go. You would probably have to go to rehab, like if you actually want to. I don't know much about it, so it's hard for me to just tell you go do something. I'm pretty sure you probably went through all that before and done things like that before. And I know a lot of these places don't really care if you really get clean. They're for them is more so just doing their job. Maybe not all of them, but a lot of them are there just to get paid. So they may not really actually, care if you get clean or not. Or you can find somebody needing a real good sponsor. Somebody who actually, like, you know, sometimes you just gotta get the fuck up out of like an area that you're in. It's like if you lived in Vegas your whole life, and you've been around a certain type of people for a long time, you would have to, maybe, if you could, get out of that area. I'm not saying that, okay, if you go to another area you won't have that same issue. It's a big possibility, but you may be less tempted to do certain things because you don't know anybody. And but I know people who knows the streets can definitely you know they can definitely find their way around. But I didn't see anything that had anything to do with addictions. I didn't see anything, and I didn't really pull cards. I just kept um, cracking them open to different cards, and I didn't see anything that has anything to do with addictions that's here. But I do see a lot of major decisions and things that need to be, yeah, a lot of major decisions, more than anything. You could definitely be fighting yourself over getting better, and you may be afraid of um I'm not gonna say the future. It could just be the things you don't know. things that things that are not necessarily being shown to you, things that are like in the dark, things that are hidden. You can also be like moving on from a friend or somebody who might have like betrayed you as well. I know a lot of people deal with a lot of betrayals, or somebody who was close to you. So, a financial, but yeah, a lot of people do. Um, and that's actually wild because what did I just? A lady. Oh yeah, because I was just watching somebody who uploaded something. Some people that I watch sometimes. I think they uploaded something about. I want to say it was people that were tired of working 9 to 5s or something like that. I forgot the person who uploaded it, but they were saying it was this lady that was talking about somebody that she knew that was diabetic. She called her a friend, but you know, she was like, all she did was hustle. She was diabetic. All she did was hustle to get to get by, but they all lived in New York, and you know it's really expensive there. And she said she just passed away, like, I'm guessing, and within a few like days or so, because she was malnourished. She wasn't taking care of herself. She wasn't really able to eat because all the money that she was making, I'm guessing, was going towards a place to live. And so she didn't really have food. Like, she didn't really have money to get food for her to eat. And being a diabetic, that is serious. You know what I mean? But so she felt like that was, it's wild. I feel like it's wild for it to be like that for people who actually are, trying to do something, while you do have a lot of these, which doesn't make any sense to me, how they have all these different, uh, what are they called? Clinics. I don't know if they're really clinics that will supply a lot of addicts, no offense, like supply a lot of addicts with fresh needles and uh, syringes and shit like that, when it's like they actually need the help. They don't need supplies. They don't need to be given these things to aid them and showing them that, oh, it's okay to keep doing it, because they don't care if it's clean or not. They're trying to get them. It's mostly about a high for them. So why the fuck are they supplying these things thinking that they're helping? That doesn't help the situation. Nothing. It's like, it's just crazy as fuck. Everything's ass backwards. So you never know. Too much removed from my brain. So that's wild. Yeah, a lot going on. As far as like in general, tumors and all that. That's a lot. Whew. Um, I'm trying to think of like what I, anything, if I know anything, or oh, I may have to look into some stuff. I don't know entirely where you're at neither, but it's some people that not I don't know them personally, but it's some people that have outreach for people who are actually going through things, that people that actually want to get clean and get help. Oh, Virginia. Oh, that's wild. I have a cousin that was. I don't know if he still lives out there, but he was. Um, Virginia. I don't know if these dudes are from like no Connecticut. No, I'm about to say Connecticut. I don't know where the fuck they're from. I have to see what's up. It has to be something like somewhere. What's the closest to Virginia that's better? Maybe better. I'm pretty sure it won't be Delaware or anything like that. Oh, it's not gonna be better than Jersey or anything else. Maybe North Carolina because I always felt like North Carolina was quite clean. I like North Carolina more than I like South Carolina. I can tell you that damn much. I don't know how far North Carolina is from Virginia though. It may not be that far. Um, it shouldn't be that far, right? Isn't it like next door? I'm trying to think what's about. I know you got West Virginia here. You got Virginia. So I think yeah, I think North Carolina is right underneath pretty much of Virginia, right? Or am I tripping? I might be tripping. So I don't even remember it. And that's one big thing too when it comes to animals. That's a big one for a lot of these places. They making it hard for a lot of people to get much of anything. Um, mm, if you don't know anybody, I would say what about what's it called? I would say what about roommates? They don't have any like do shelters let you take animals in? Probably not, due to the fact that it's mostly for people. Why is it more non-profit? They don't have more non-profit like places for people, but they're building up all these fucking. It's like how what is they just thinking about sweeping away everybody who's like in poverty or homeless or going through shit like that, just sweeping them off into like a whole nother country or a whole nother like some place, and then just leaving them there to rot, like because it seems like they're doing all this constructive shit. Oh, I can't even say constructive shit. A lot of them, what I mean is they're setting a lot of things up to destroy so that they can come in and build shit that they want to build because I mean, come on now. Rich get richer type of shit. So power, all that, needing land for their fucking projects or whatever the hell, So I'm trying to figure out what are they trying to. I feel like a lot of them trying to just kill us off. To be honest, if we're not doing it ourselves, they're doing it for us, type of thing. They've been doing that for a long ass time. I mean, you either die fast or die slow. I don't know. It's a lot. I'm truly in a bad place. Well, I mean, if you want better, the only thing I can say is to actually go through rehab, and with the mindset of knowing that just because these people may not really fuck with you, the reason why you're doing something is not for people to, not for people to, I got hold on, not for people to actually help you or uh, be some type of guidance or to care. Is mostly is to get you out of a situation so that you can better your own life. Now, what I was thinking about was if you didn't have your pet, I wonder if jail, like, because I know some people go to jail just so they have a bed and at least some type of food and shit like that. But the thing about that is, though, you have a pet, so there's that, and then on top of it, I'm pretty sure that's just not like mentally wise, it's not the best place, especially for depression. Um, I mean, rehab would be the same, but again, with your pet, it would be hard for you to keep them or her. So I don't really know. It may have to be a sacrifice, that has to be made, or unless you say you don't have anybody, like, unless you know somebody who would take in your pet or surrender. I don't say, well, maybe surrender them to a humane society. If I'm not mistaken, because I think humane societies can also keep a pet of yours or a dog of yours or whatever, a pet of yours for a certain amount of time before they actually decide if, before they actually put up for adoption if they can't take them. No, I'm just saying I know some people who go to jail just so they have a place to stay and food to eat. I personally, I wouldn't say entirely do so because of a lot of different things, especially when it comes to depression and stuff like that. I wouldn't. That's only for people who has a certain type of mindset, like they know the ins and outs. They know what jail is about and X, Y, and Z. Like it doesn't bother them. But that's them though. It's not for everybody. It's not for no one, to be honest. But some people who institutionalized or have a certain type of mindset, they can go through things like that and it not bother them. So I wouldn't know what else for you to do because I don't know anything about those type of situations. If you don't have anyone, don't know anything about that because I don't have anyone where I'm at. I mean, I do have people, but I don't know anybody around here like that except for like one person. And I do have people as far as like, I mean, I don't know them though, but I could definitely, if I needed something, but I don't really know them like that. Um, and then having a pet, and then also having to deal with trying to find a place that's, well, having a pet and then also trying to do anything, is going to be kind of like hard, especially if you don't have like some type of housing or something for them to be in. And if you did have some type of housing, you could at least board them or something until you might, and go through your rehab. But I know it's hard if you don't have anybody to at least watch a dog. I don't have anybody. I wouldn't have anybody to watch anything, not here. So you don't have no family where you're at? Like absolutely none? How'd you get to Virginia? Oh man, I'm about to go to more danger. Not really, just a bunch of unknown. Unknown energy. My mother was the only person I care about. So family has hated me since birth. Oh, that's usually how I go. Well, not usually, but I know how that is for the most part. Not entirely. I almost say people hated me. I don't know, but the same situation. It's only been me and my mom for the most part. Of course, I wasn't the best child all the time, but when your only support system is not there, it can be hard. Um, so every single person hated you. You don't have anybody you can you know, fussing about you. What do you mean fussing about you? Hmm. Mm. Are they old? Excuse me. Are they old enough? Are they young kids? Or are you talking about I know having I know taking care of a dog can be really is not entirely easy. But if they were okay. I would say if they were able to take care of your dog while you're in rehab, I feel like that's a win. It's better than nothing. But like I said, I already understand how it can be hard taking care of a dog. You know, I mean, it can be expensive, so to speak. Stuff like that, as far as food and all that. Um, that was the only thing I can think of as far as wanting to get clean and all the other stuff. Best thing to possibly do is that'd be like one thing you can do. At least that'd be like a step forward towards cleaner living. So I don't know what else would be next after that. I'm just saying it might make it. I think that'd make it a lot better though. Being clean and being able to do what you need to do will be better than not being clean and then trying to do what you need to do and then also battling a whole bunch of other stuff at the same time. I don't feel like that makes sense, but that's me. I can only say so much. But I do have to get off of this though. I'm extremely fucking tired. And I would say think it through, at least see if one of your kids could help you out with that, with your dog while you go the rehab if you really want to do it. I mean, if you were my mom, I would at least I can at least do that one thing. I would take care of it, take care of your dog, or try to at least while you're trying to get your life together, get your shit together. Especially if you was serious about it. The only thing I seen was like you may get a letter or you may get something, some type of letter, some type of mail or something like that within the next week, within this week, from now to about to Wednesday. You can get something. Anytime now to Wednesday, next Wednesday, you can get something regarding I don't know entirely what. It can be something new. um I feel like it can be a lot that you may have to, it may just be more things that you have to possibly get educated on and figure out. So you may be doing a lot more, it could be paperwork. It doesn't have to be. It has something to do with paperwork. Whew, excuse me. So that's the only thing I did see as far as that for um yeah. So it'd be that, and then up to a few months, like about 3 months. I got like from a month to 3 months. And then as far as like possibly getting something as far as your living situation, and then for the information or any type of letter or mail or something like that, any type of like paperwork, that will be probably within the next 8 days sometime. Oh, you're welcome. Hopefully you get, hopefully something turns around for you, because I do know it's a lot going on. And then you got, on top of that, you got normal regular life things that's going on besides the other crazy shit that's going on. And it's like almost people almost forgot that it was suffering, and you know shit was already going on before all this other stuff started happening with the shootings. And I'm not saying like entirely, because the shootings been going on for years, but um all this crazy making shit that's going on too. Like you got that, and you got the problem where people are actually like homeless. You got the addiction problem, or that's been going rampant like crazy. It's been insane when it comes down to stuff like that. Big increase. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people will just give up, especially if somebody sees like there is no end to whatever is going on. A lot of people just don't even want to. They just get into their addictions real bad, and then that's it. So when it comes to stuff like that, it's always going to be pretty tough. But I appreciate you. I'm pretty sure there's other ways. You may have to look it up or look into it, but there should be other ways to get some type of funding or something like that, to help you out in your situations. And like I said, definitely see what your kids say about your situation, to see if that will be one thing they can do while you check yourself into rehab, and really take the bull by the horns. And with this situation, it's like I said, I know a lot of these people, they're just there to pretty much collect money, do their job. They don't really care too much for the people who are actually like, it's probably for many reasons they feel like that. But this is when you have to have a mentality of, you're not there for their approval. You're not really there for them to cheer you on, because I know it helps when people are supportive, but whenever you really know that it's something that you really want to get over, and it's something that you really want to recover from, a lot of that shit goes out the window. Especially for me, that's just how I go through things. I look at it as a way of like, I'm not here, like, even if somebody doesn't support me, I have to do this for me. And so I'm gonna have to be headstrong. You're just gonna have to be headstrong about it, and it's gonna suck. With when it comes to anything, depression, all that shit is gonna suck like crazy. But should keep a journal or keep something to write about what it is. No matter what, just write. I feel like that'd keep your head on straight and keep you from feeling like you're doing it off, like it's all for nothing, because it's going to be for something. Because the shit's going to suck. And people are going to pretend like they care and whatnot. You may have some people who actually care. Maybe, maybe one or two, maybe. But there's a lot of people that ends up going to rehab and don't even stay, or they end up failing. But you got to actually want to. I feel like a lot of times, maybe these people who are doing these rehab programs, I guess you also got to find one that's good, like good for you. I mean, I can look some up. I don't know. I love doing research. So I can look some up around your area, or just different ones, and maybe it's one that you never went to, or maybe it's ones out there that will really help you, or would be more like caring in a type of way. But I feel like, I mean, I don't journal as much because a lot of my shit, I'm always up here. So journaling doesn't really do much for me because I already know how I feel and why. I figure it out right then and there. I don't really have to think about how I felt 4 years ago when at one time. Like, no, I know why the fuck that happened and why I felt the way I did, and all that shit. So, I'm not saying the journaling wouldn't help me, but I already tried the thing. I don't stay consistent in things like that because I'm all up here. So for some other people, they may need those things, um, to actually get them through things, and have them realize why they're doing something. Why are they here doing this? It's for a reason. This is a reason. Keep at that. I'm pretty sure, you know, or keep your dog in mind. Keep your kids in mind. You know what I mean? Like your mom, things of that nature, things you care about, people who care about you. Um, but it's no, yeah. No, I feel like don't give up. You got you got time, especially the fact that you actually want to get clean. Most people, it's people who don't want to. They rather keep doing something. Sometimes you got to get sick and tired of yourself to actually want to change. And I've been there a good bit of times, so I feel like you should be fine. 2 years ago, and that's what. And that's the thing about getting addicted to shit. It's people who you probably wouldn't ever, expect to be, or thought they was on something. They're doing this on the third, and it is. Um, is that easy to get hooked on something, and years go by, time go by, you're like, how did I let it get out of control for this long? Um, Good thing is you wasn't doing it for 12 years. You wasn't doing it for 20 something years. It's been 2 years and you want this shit to stop. This is probably the best time to do it because you didn't let it get crazy, crazy out of control. And I'm pretty sure the depression is not, I'm pretty sure the addiction is not helping the depression. And I know the depression is still going to be there even when you're going through detox and things of that nature. So, it's gonna suck, but I feel like you got this. And as far as that goes, more than likely, it's her the one that's looking out for you. She probably is the one that's guiding you towards going and getting clean. Especially if it's not who you are initially. Some people, they like what they do. They like their life like that. And if you don't like your life like that, then you got a big chance of surviving this whole addiction thing. And to be around people who eventually being around people who won't get you back on some shit that I don't know. I don't remember people falling back into something like that as easily as like other things like that's way highly addictive. I'm not saying that, you know, crack cocaine and all the other stuff is not highly addictive. But I think that it's more things that's way more highly addictive than that, like fentanyl and pills, certain type of pills, because you get dependent on those and you gotta get stronger dosages and this, that, and the third. Um, I feel like with that is like you either stop or you go harder. I feel like a lot of people, they either stop doing it altogether or they start doing something that's harder than that, that's gonna be even harder to get off of. So I feel like you have the right mentality. So I feel like you'll be straight, and it's not, you haven't been doing it like crazy long either. So um 2 years is way better, um a way better starting point than 12 years, 22 years, you know, 32 years. Because there's been people who've been addicted their whole damn life and they 60 something years old. And they've been addicted since they were like 20 something. That shit's crazy. But they may not really have, I mean, it could be any, you know how people get institutionalized. Some people, it's the same way when it comes to uh, like drugs. It's like, that's their comfort zone. Um, they understand it. They can be in it. They can survive in that world. They lived it for so long. It's like breathing in air for them. It's just easy, you know. It's normal, not easy, but it's normal. A normal life, normal day type of thing. So yeah, hopefully you find something and get your shit together, lady. Because now is the time. It's been the time, but especially while shit's going fucking brazy as it is right now, if anything, now is the time to be getting your shit together and your head on straight. It's not, you're not late. You know, you still got time. This shit is gonna get dense as fuck. So I mean, it already is, but this is not the beginning. I mean, it's not, well, duh. This is like far from over. It's going to get crazy and crazy from here on out. And they making this type of shit seem normal too. Like they're normalizing all this stuff that's going on so that people feel like, you know, they feel comfortable in the chaos. Like that shit, none of this shit should be comfortable. But all right. Good night, Nicole and whomever else. I'll see y'all on the flip. I'm sorry that these readings been real trash lately. I know why though. I definitely know why. So I'm gonna do collective readings. Like I said, I'm gonna just do collective readings. And I'll start back doing signs by Saturday. I'm just gonna do collective readings from now till like Friday. Maybe one or two a night. And the collective readings could be for anyone, just messages. I'd rather do that because I don't want anybody to feel like their readings is negative. I'm not trying to make them that way. It's just, I feel like it's just what's going on. There's mad shit going on. So there's mad people who have feelings about this, that. Some people are mad, some people are angry, some people are sad. I feel all that shit, and I don't really care to do readings when that shit is like so thick and so, you know, so thick. And I usually don't try to do readings back to back either because the same shit happens. And I tried it. I'm like, let me see. So it's a no. I can't do it. Not yet. I'm gonna have to wait. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. And it's been real. Good night.